matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. They'll give it to the back. Smashes through. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Here's the handoff. Just steamrolling his way through. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
To the ground with the back.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Shoots it to the left. Makes a grab enough for the first.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Pirates will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
They'll try to pick up the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Harris back to pass. Using the quick game. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniform.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
So important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week, he's fumbled again today.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Back to the ground game on the left. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
The give to the tailback. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete, and now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Third down play from the gun. It's complete on the right side. At midfield, he's got room. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-8 Cam. Alert.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. Second down coming up.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Power football with the run. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Purple Pirates!
Man, and these hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. Got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Harris will throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. Afterburners coming. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, East Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place. And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll try the run. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Going to the ground. Turns it on in midfield. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that...
Headed to the end zone. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
And the Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! Very good. On to attempt the try. Precision. The extra point is blocked. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They had the extra point blocked. Now the kickoff unit out there and hoping things go a little smoother. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Pirates want to move quickly. Looking for a gap. It's Chambers. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Now they're going to throw it. He's got his man. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
And the Pirates getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Pirates!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Harris back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he's got it at the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to move it through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Pirates will kick it away to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Finds his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Harris will throw. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ducks!
Number 10. Catchy scoop.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. They move the tight end all over. From the gun. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the two-point conversion.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to the right. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. And the Pirates will have a first down. Really no drama at all to making that call and going for it on 4th down, and they make it pay off.
No drama. It'd be drama if you didn't go for it. If you were that big of a scaredy cat and you didn't want to go for it on 4th down, you need to find some other game to play.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Keeps the legs moving. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last one.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1 brings up 2nd down.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying the left side. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, ECU.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Harris back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
Gain of 11. 1st down for the offense.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
At the 34. 3rd down coming.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in and maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, East Carolina 28, Oregon 19.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Motion from the offense. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He'll try to take it back. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
They're bringing heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Harris will throw. Got his man in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's going for the big play. And it's picked off.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got to lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Open runway ahead. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
East Carolina.
They have the lead in a two-possession game and oddly lining up for an onside kick.
18. Set to kick off.
They'll immediately call timeout. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 18. Set to kick it away.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. A first down for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Good enough.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Running back with the ball carrier. Tackle is made at the 39. Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Harris back to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, it's out. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
On the play.
It's hard to imagine that that's his first catch of this game so far. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, and they knew if they were going to win this game, he had to touch it a lot. They had to get him involved. They haven't been able to do that. That's a big reason why they're trailing by so much.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. 2nd down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Harris will throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Tackled after picking up the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, East Carolina. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the returner will be brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Timeout is called by the defense and 12 seconds remain in the football game. Getting aggressive here and going for two. Harris back to pass. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. Unloads it downfield. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Trying to take it back. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves,